Howdy Gunpla fans, this is Striker Zero, and it's time for another Gundam model review. Today it's a rather special Gundam model review, as I have just recently got done with this guy yesterday, but unfortunately other things came up, and I had to take care of that first. Anyways, this model is the 1144 no grade Zaku Tank from the Gundam MSV line. Now if you're a big fan of Zaku's like I'm starting to become, big time, you would really want to get this in your collection because it is rather unique. This is an old model. The runners and the manual put it at 1983 of when this guy was originally released. So, all you young whippersnappers that are used to polycabs and all that fancy whatchamahoozits, you're not going to get those with this kid. This is a glued together kit. And really, I like it. I do like going back to my roots of originally building cars, trucks, airplanes, and whatnot. You had to use glue. And this one is no exception. As I said, it's from the Gundam MSV line, which basically translates to Mobile Suit Variation. A little backstory about this guy is, during the 1 year war, the Zeon forces were starting to get desperate to have troops on the front lines. So they started salvaging what they could from their mobile suits as well as vehicles. And this was one byproduct. They took the locomotion base of a Magellan assault tank and mounted the body of a Zaku tube. Minus the complex manipulators, you just got true grabby claws, which I still think are really cool. And some of these were used for construction purposes, and others, if needed be, they were also outfitted for battle. And you might notice this guy's colors are not average, mostly because this is for our competition. And I decided, it's like, hey, you know what? Let's do an Arctic camouflage. This would be awesome. And so, you have white, this light gray, black, chrome for the hoses, as well as for the claws, and a little bit more black for the visor piece, as well as red for the mono eye. I did not use any stickers on this guy because there is no stickers. They're all water slide decals. I just didn't really feel like messing with them. In terms of articulation, for something that is as old as this, it's actually not that bad. The tank base itself is completely solid. There's no moving parts. The tank treads will not move because I originally thought they would, but after experimenting a little bit, it's like, you know what, they're not good. They would move. However, the wheels would be falling apart all over the place. It's like, you know what, let's just make it solid, and so it'll actually stay together. But once you actually get to the actual Zaku, it actually has some decent articulation. It will rotate a full 360, which I've not really seen as many older kids do. These flaps will actually move up and down a fair bit. I don't want to move them too much in case they break. Oh, and also, this mobile suit, the torso can actually go up and down, which I thought was really cool. Arms will rotate a full 360. Go forwards and backwards, because there is actually a mechanism inside that will allow that. Arms will rotate below the shoulder. Arms will bend at one point, as you can see. A decent 90-degree bend. The hands will, or the manipulator claws will rotate somewhat. I'm afraid of moving it too much and it snaps. And originally these claws were really loose, so I actually tightened them up a bit so they'll actually stay open or closed as much as I want. The head will go up and down a fair bit and move side to side. And that's pretty much it for articulation on this guy. Accessories, well, this guy really has no major accessories for the hands. But you can choose between a cherry picker, which will get mounted on the back, or these two propellant tanks, which could be used for extra fuel or for welding purposes, like I've seen in some pictures. And really, that is pretty much it for my Zaku Tank. If you are a big Zaku fan, you should put one of these in your collection. I know Hobby Wave still has them. I paid, after shipping, I think I paid about $10, which actually wasn't that bad. Well, of course, I actually went through my dealer, my supplier, whatnot, so yeah. As well as, yeah, it's a really good model. As I said, it has a glue together. Really no snap together action. So if that scares you off, well, I'm sorry. Honestly, I do wish that Bandai would revisit this project and make this guy into a 144 high grade, or even a master grade. Because honestly, I think this guy would actually do really well as a master grade, especially since he got the gun tank. Kind of the same thing going on. His tank treads actually move. And that's pretty much it. I do think the camouflage really works. I don't think it's overbearing or any kind. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, it is actually pretty much. I can't think of anything else. Otherwise, I feel like I'm gonna be rambling. So, yeah, as I say, if you actually like Zaku's as much as I do, or I'm starting to, really enjoy them, pick this guy up. You will not be disappointed, and unlike building a model like within 2-3 hours, you'll actually be forced to take your time. And that's pretty much it. So this is Striker Zero signing off.